And there he is, this is the devil scrutineer. He points me and I'm like, okay, what have I done wrong? There's no way I've done something wrong, have I? Now we all make mistakes in life, but sometimes we make mistakes and we don't learn from them. And you're talking to a guy who knows from experience on the racetrack. Before we get into it, just so you know, we now have some Mr. Dusty stickers. If you've been in the LA area and you go out with the car scene, you probably see a lot of cars with these on, and thanks to people that do have them. If you want one, give me a buzz on YouTube messages or my email, and I'll just send one to you, because you deserve one, obviously. Anyway, let's get into it. The top 5 things not to do at a racetrack. Number 1 is bring all the paperwork, read the rules, and listen to what the scrutineers need to know about your car. Yeah, mate, I definitely read the rules, mate. Just did that before last night. The one thing you never do is you never mess with scrutineers, okay? If you ignore them or if they catch you doing something wrong, like, you're gonna get in big trouble, which I have. That's why I'm talking about it. So one of the big rules, and that's one of the things, I still disagree with it 100%, is GoPro mounting or camera mounting. You're allowed to have cameras mounted, they have to be checked, and there has to be 3 ways they're mounted. So I've actually got footage of this. So one of the events, I'm not proud of it. One of the events, I decided to put my GoPro in after scrutineering and go out on track, so the officials did not know about it. Had a great time. I got some footage, and then I came in the pits, and there he is. This is the devil scrutineer. He points me, and I'm like, okay, what have I done wrong? There's no way I've done something wrong, have I? Okay, so he pulls me up. Now, keep in mind, before we go any further, the guy that's in the red jumper, that's my co-driver, Alex. Now, this is his first track day. The reason why I did this track day is because I want him to have some fun and, you know, give it a crack. Now, this is his first event, and he needs to be in that grid paddock in like a minute. He looks at the camera, he looks straight into it. I'm like, yeah, mate, it's a camera. Yeah, of course it's a camera. Like, I'm just like, I'm getting pissed off. Alex is coming to my car. We need to swap over. But I'm like, dude, we'll fix it up later, alright? Like, I'm not going to record anything, we'll fix it up later. They're doing their job, obviously, but I was pissed off at at that time. So the green flag's about to come out for the rookie session. Alex is not in the car yet, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I just want Alex to get on track. I just get the camera, I just rip it out, and, you know, it took like, this thing was duct taped with like a whole roll, so like, I was like grabbing my fingers into it, digging in, like trying to, like, it was a pain. Finally get it out. Scrutineer's like, alright, and go back on track. If Alex didn't get it out, I would have told him how I felt about him. And like, look, at the time, that's how I felt. Like, you don't, I'm looking back at it now, it's stupid. Like, he's doing his job, I know that. But like, they say that the reason why you have to have it so secure is because if the camera comes out, it might hit you. Like, the camera is like on the far left corner of the car. Like, if it comes out, it's gonna fall on the ground, that's it. Plus, I'm racing a race, I'm wearing a helmet too, so like, I don't think it's gonna, you know, come out. Follow the rules, mount your camera properly. I will now, and then we can produce more content. Number 2 is leave the offensive stickers out of it. Alright, if you're a cheeky clown and you like to have a bit of fun on track with a funky car, unfortunately, most cases you're going to get in trouble for it as well. Now, what happened for me was I had a 4-door XL. This is my first car. I was like 14 years old. I brought it for a can of beer, fixed it up, and stripped the hell out of it. And for some reason, there was this joke going around with me and my sister's boyfriend at the time. Oh, you know, it's a 4-door. Let's just make it, you know, 4 doors for more whores. You know, like, make it something cheeky with the name of the car. So yeah, we did. We got these stickers that said 4 doors for more whores. We slapped them on the car, like on different. Like, these are just small stickers, but we slapped them like in the car, on the doors of the car, like just anywhere you can see it. Cause like it was funny. You know, it's 4 doors, a little teenage boy. You know, what does he want? He wants a bit of love. So nobody noticed it. Well, none of the marshals noticed it, and then eventually they did. Got caught in. It wasn't a scrutineer. It was actually a marshal who just came like, hey, this is pretty offensive. But you know, it took one guy to say it to make you think. You know, people probably just, you know, don't want to see that at the tracks, especially, you know, like a lot of female drivers. You're gonna piss off somebody eventually, and there's people that won't speak their mind. They'll just, you know, talk behind your back. So anything that's offensive, just don't put on your car. Actually, I want to show you guys some clips of that 4-door car. This is my first car, guys. Like, I wish I still had it. I really do, man. I shouldn't, like, this is little Mr. Dusty growing up, like 14 years old, just like fixing cars. Like, this is where it all started.
Now, you can change out your spark plugs, but you're going to need a deep dish socket, and you're also going to need a torque wrench so you can...
It was good memories. Okay, so number 3, I'm not going to drag this one on, but it's still really important, is bring your own equipment to a track day. You know, you have people that bring like their whole toolkits from home, like $5,000 toolkits. You know, you don't need that for a track day. People go overboard. You know, what I'm saying is, everyone's going to have something at a track day. You don't want to be the guy that keeps asking for tools. It's like the kid at school that always asks to borrow a sharpener. Like, bro, it's been 2 terms. Get your own sharpener, okay? So yeah, just invest some money into tools. You're gonna need it, okay? General tools, man. You can ask the first few track days, but it's gonna get annoying after half a year, okay? Spend money on tools. Motorsport's expensive, but it's not that expensive.
Hey man, this is my 5th track day, but I didn't bring any of my tools. Can I bring a 10mm spanner? What the fuck?
So back to the stuff that only I would do. Number 4 is know your track limits, okay? Now this surprisingly, like I was shocked. The last track day I did, I got in a lot of trouble for exceeding track limits, spinning out, just pushing the car to the limits. It's been a long time. For example, I kept spinning at turn 1 at Manila, okay? It can be a tricky corner, but I was just like, I was trying to get the technique right, and I kept going onto the grass. And they said, you keep damaging the grass, you're gonna pay for it, okay? Then if you wanna go drifting, you know, but if you're gonna do a circuit event, don't go sliding into corners. And unfortunately, you'll pay the cost for it. So, know your limits, okay? It's really easy after a few laps to get the hand of it. Now, number 5 is more of a do and don't, but I'll word it so it's a don't. Do not be quiet and keep to yourself on a track day. Now, look, I'm kind of an introvert at points, okay? And I'm sure people know me in real life. You know, if I don't know you, I'm not going to say much probably, but it's the worst thing to do at a track day. And I'm sure that goes for any sport or any, you know, relation, but motorsport is a thing where it's a team challenge in a way, okay? You know, you come to a track day, you know, like you might need to borrow tools, like I said, you might need advice on a certain part of the car, and a lot of people have the same cars as you. The XL community, you go to any track day, guys, and you'll see another person with an XL. That's how common they are. And the same was for like HQ racing back in the day. Everyone had a HQ, and if you're new to a sport and you need advice, like the worst things that's going to happen is you by yourself trying to figure it out, okay? Get to know people, you got a common interest. You don't have to be shy about anything. Just, you know, cars is there, talk about cars. And, you know, thanks to, you know, me as a younger kid at track days, just, you know, meeting new people, there was points where my car was, like, shitting itself, and I had no idea what to do. But there was a mechanic that was racing, so he could help me out. And thankfully, I got to know him, and he wanted to help me out. There's another time where I couldn't afford to fix my car. I had a wheel bearing that went on the XL track car, and one of the mechanics from Manila said, "Hey, you want to learn how to do a wheel bearing? Free labor, fix it yourself. You can use my workshop." And like that's a fantastic offer. Like that's like I'm learning something. It's going to cost me like nothing apart from paying for the part. You know, like, and that's because I got to meet these people. You know, so at the start I was a quiet kid, but like. Motorsport's a tough sport, alright? Like, I mean, financially, obviously, it's draining, okay? I played soccer, and I could keep playing soccer if I wanted to for fun, but it's something about motorsport, and even though I suck and I can't afford doing it, I'm still gonna do it, you know, when I can. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and it's good to be back. Take care. Adios.